Sandy is driving, and she's a little bored. So I'm gonna entertain Sandy.
Okay.
Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tell the story of Old Man Logan. She doesn't seem so happy, but I'm gonna tell her the story of Old Man Logan. Hey. Hey. Oops. I actually put my zoom on. So yeah. Old Man Logan. Ready, baby?
Ready.
Okay, so you look so enthusiastic. You look miserable. She looks miserable.
Got a smile on my face.
Still makes you look miserable. Alright, so basically this takes place like way in the future. Okay? No? At all?
Okay.
Alright, so this takes place in the future, and well, first it was written by Mark Miller. You know who Mark Miller is?
No.
Okay, so anyway, Mark Miller. Frank Miller. You know who Frank Miller is?
No.
Okay, great. Alright, so it was written by Frank
Miller.
Mr. Miller, yes. Meet the Millers.
Okay, Mr.
Yes.
Miller.
Yeah, Meet the Millers. So it was written by Frank Miller, and I forgot who else, but basically it takes place in the current day, and it was based on, well, I don't want to say based on, but very reminiscent of one of his other books called Wanted, where basically all of the world's supervillains bonded together and to create like this ultimate villain team, and they had like 50 members in it, and their goal was to defeat all of the heroes and basically kill the heroes and take over the country.
Okay, that sounds like the U.S. government.
Sandy says it sounds like the U.S. government. I guess you could say that, yes. So basically what happened was, when they actually did it, they came up with this awesome plan to take out the heroes one at a time, and basically they kind of succeeded. But the first thing that was on their agenda was to actually take out the superhero teams, and in order to do that, they actually went after the X-Men. But when they attacked the X-Men, Wolverine was the only one. I think he was in a danger room. You know where they practice at? Sure, okay.
He was at the gym.
We could call it the gym, yes. He was at the gym. And he basically said he had to protect the children of the X-Mansion. So in order to do that, he basically popped out his claws, and he felt that the only way to protect the children was to kill all of the bad guys that was invading the mansion.
Okay.
Yeah. So he started fucking everybody up, cutting people's heads off, ripping people's hearts out, cutting their bowels out, ripping the shit, pushing it out of their fucking mouth.
Alright.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Sounds good. Thank you, honey. Very dark of you. So he did that, rescued the children, but after that he realized it was just a trick by Mysterio, one of Spider-Man's villains. So the whole thing was basically an illusion, because the entire time he was wondering where the X-Men was. He was like, why am I by myself doing this shit? And he realized, oh shit, I was tricked into killing all of the X-Men.
Oh no.
You sound very enthusiastic still, honey. Good job.
Oh
so,
no.
Wolverine.
What a bastard.
What a bastard. Okay. So Wolverine basically killed all the X-Men, and from there he had nothing else to do. He basically became a depressed emo kid, you know, middle class hero, started to play, and he walked out of the X-Men mansion and just started wandering. He tried to kill himself, and it didn't really work because, you know, Wolverine can't die. So he basically stayed alive.
Forever.
The villain, not forever, honey. The story's not over yet.
Oh, okay.
The story's not over yet. So the entire time, you know, the villains take over the Earth. Well, not the Earth, the country and shit. I think Magneto took over one part, Red Skull took over another, Abomination took over another, Dr. Doom took over another. I forgot who the other guy was, but anyway, over time Magneto got overthrown by, I believe it was the Kingpin, a new Kingpin, and Abomination got taken over by the Hulk, like the actual good guy Hulk. So fast forward a couple years, and the Hulk actually banged the fuck out of his cousin, She-Hulk. Yeah, he fucked She-Hulk. So basically, when he told her to scream my name, she was screaming her own name because technically she's a Hulk. Yeah, but it was years of inbreeding. So after years of inbreeding, they actually had 3 kids, or 4 kids, I think. And basically, they were well, I think it was 4 kids, and each one of them had a kid. So there was 4 grandchildren of the Hulk. So there was nobody else for them to fuck. So what they did was they just kept fucking each other. It was like a big ball of incest.
Okay.
Yeah. So there's a point to this. I'm getting
This is what comics teach children. Keep going.
Yes, this is what exactly. This is what comics teach children. There's a point to all this. The point to all this is they started to call themselves the Hulk family. But after years of inbreeding, they became hillbillies. The only one that wasn't a hillbilly was a Hulk.
I'm not surprised.
Right, because, you know, he's the original. So I don't see why they never, or maybe I'm wrong, but they never explained what happened to She-Hulk. I don't know, but anyway, the point is, Wolverine was living out in the Hulk territory with his family. I think he had 2 or 3 kids and a wife, and he owed the Hulk rent money, but had no money to pay for it. So he had no money to pay the rent. Basically, Wolverine became, like, fucking broke.
Okay.
Alright, so Wolverine became broke, and he owed the Hulk's money, and the whole point of the comic is Wolverine has to go and find a way to pay rent.
So work the corner.
He didn't sell his body for sex, honey, no.
Oh.
Yeah, so the whole point is he has to go and find a way to pay the rent, and I think that McDonald's burger like made my nose itchy. Oh, maybe the pesticides in the burger?
Could be. Big Mac made me alright.
Good job, baby. Alright, so he has to go and pay the rent money to the Hulks. So they come, they beat the shit out of him, and he tells them, listen, I don't got your money, you know, but I'll get it for you by the end of the week. So the Hulks go, you better have our money, you little bitch. You know, and he's getting embarrassed in front of his family, and you know, his wife doesn't know why, and it's fucked up. So Hawkeye comes, and if you remember Hawkeye, remember he's from the Avengers?
Uh-huh.
Because most of the heroes are dead. So the only ones left are the ones that are hiding. So Hawkeye comes, and Hawkeye tells Wolverine, listen, I need your help to get something across the border and deliver something on the other end of the country. And he shows Wolverine a briefcase. He tells Wolverine, listen, there's a lot of money if we could deliver this shit, you know, and you could pay your rent with that. So Wolverine thinks it's drugs. So Wolverine goes, all right, no problem. Thing is, Hawkeye is driving around the Spider-Mobile. Spider-Man's old school 1980s fucking car. He actually had a car at one point.
Okay.
So yeah, so he's driving that. Wolverine and him goes cross country, and they come across Hawkeye's daughter, who's also Spider-Man's granddaughter.
Okay.
Good job, baby. So I don't know, maybe you can figure it out, because I've been trying to figure it out. I'm like, how can that be Hawkeye's daughter, but then Spider-Man's granddaughter?
No clue.
Okay.
Keep going.
Anyway, so they come across her, and she's like, listen, you know, the new Kingpin, you know, I'm trying to defeat him. I'm trying to bring peace to this land and all this shit. So they go, all right, well, you know what? Fuck it, we'll help you. Wolverine still refuses to pop his claws. So they defeat the new Kingpin, only to find out that Hawkeye's daughter wanted to take over that part of the country for herself. So really, she winds up being a villain.
Okay.
Now,
Money hungry bitch.
okay, yeah, money hungry bitch. So they wind up getting ambushed. Well, I think they actually went to their clients, the ones that hired them to bring the drugs to them. So they go to the clients to find out that the clients are not actually real people looking to help, but they actually were carrying around the super soldier serum, the thing that made Captain America Captain America.
Okay.
But it wasn't like one batch, it was like enough to make an army.
Ah.
Yeah, so basically what Hawkeye was trying to do was build a new superhero army to defeat the villains that took over the country.
Okay, so deja vu.
Yeah. So Wolverine now is like, oh, you sucking me in back into a fucking superhero plot? This shit is fucked up, you know?
Yeah.
Because, you know, he gave that shit up. So Next thing you know, the clients don't turn out to be real people, but they turn out to be like agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. And for some reason or another, the agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is actually evil now. So they wind up shooting and completely massacring Wolverine and Hawkeye. So Hawkeye now dies, okay? And Wolverine wakes up in the Red Skull's fortress, let's say. Red Skull at that point declared himself president, and he's wearing Captain America's like costume for like the fun of it.
Yo, all of this just to pay rent?
All this to pay rent, yeah. So Wolverine looks around because he's in the trophy room. He sees like pieces of Iron Man's armor, like his boots. He sees Captain America's shield, Spider-Man's web shooters. Like the Red Skull has all these fucking trophies of all these heroes that he's killed. Like it's crazy. So Wolverine winds up fighting the Red Skull. He still refuses to pop his claws out. You know, like so he still has.
What
Yeah.
a bitch.
So he refuses to pop his claws out, but yeah, he's fucking up the Red Skull with his bare hands. He takes Captain America's shield, and in the like a twist of fate irony type of thing, because you know Red Skull was Captain America's enemy. Takes Captain America's shield and decapitates the Red Skull, like offs his head up with the shield.
All right.
Yeah, so it's pretty badass. So now Wolverine still has yet to pay the rent. He sees a briefcase on the table which had all the money that him and Hawkeye was supposed to make. He sees that briefcase on the Red Skull's table. He takes the briefcase, takes Iron Man's, I think, boots, and he flies back to his house across the country.
Alright, good deal.
Now, so he has the money for the rent.
Alright, so he pays rent.
No, he doesn't pay rent.
Alright,
The book's still not over yet. You're jumping the gun.
Damn.
You're jumping the gun.
This book's long.
Well, it was like five issues. It was like a very big novel, you know. Anyway, so the point is, he gets back to his house to find out that his entire family's been murdered by the Hulks. Like his entire family's now fucking killed.
He didn't pay rent.
He didn't pay rent. That's what you get for not paying rent. The rent is too damn high. So, he gets there. His family's been killed, but to add insult to injury, their bodies haven't even been buried. They're just laying out there for all to see to send a message. Don't fuck with the Hulks and pay our goddamn money. So Wolverine now gets pissed. And after years of not popping his claws, he finally decides to pop his fucking claws.
Because
his family's
died.
Yeah, because his family finally died. So it took more people for him to die to say, fuck this shit, I'm done fucking around. He pops his claws, tracks down the hillbilly grandchildren of the Hulk, kills all of them, alright? Then after he kills all of them, he finds the Hulk himself, Bruce Banner. Bruce Banner is old as fuck, but even in his human form, Bruce Banner is strong as hell. Somehow, some way, Bruce Banner made himself like superhuman and shit. And in his human form, he's fucking Wolverine up. Alright? Smacking Wolverine around like a little bitch, pimp slapping him, the whole nine. Wolverine his little fucking play bitch for the day. And Wolverine's getting his ass kicked. So then to add insult to injury again, he now transforms into the Hulk, eats Wolverine, and kills him.
But
this is like the third time.
Die.
Right, exactly. This is like the third or fourth time in this novel.
Why doesn't Wolverine just kill him from the inside?
Well, that's what happens next. You're ruining the story for the people.
Okay.
So Wolverine, for like the fourth time, dies, pops his claws again, right? From the inside of the Hulk, he rips him apart from the inside and kills the Hulk.
800 yards, take the exit.
So now he kills the Hulk. Now, it gets better. You ready for this part? After he kills the Hulk, he hears the crying, the fucking crying sound of a baby. He goes behind the Hulk's rock throne, because he had a chair made out of rocks, right? And sees a baby. The name of the baby is Bruce Banner Jr.
Take the exit right.
Okay? So the Hulk somehow
Oh, I gotta take an exit right.
Ahead, keep left.
You're so into the story, you missed the exit.
Okay,
So, he finds Bruce Banner's new son. Apparently, somehow, some way, Bruce Banner is still fucking around. And finds Bruce Banner Jr., who's a Hulk, like a Hulk from birth. And takes him and makes him his own illegitimate child. So at the funeral for his family, he tells the people that's there that him and a new baby, Bruce Banner, is the start of a new superhero team. And that's the end of the book.
And it never continued it.
They never continued.
What assholes?
So the entire book is Wolverine trying to pay rent
After 800
and refusing to
yards,
pop his
keep
claws
left.
until like the last 6 pages of the book.
Then he goes back to being a little bitch and taking care of his little baby.
Yeah, and now he becomes a daddy.
Becomes daddy.
I mean, it's a sick book, but
Alright.
nothing else to say to that? No.
Keep left.
So yeah, that's the story of Old Man Logan.
We're gonna go sell the comics now.
We are going to go sell the comics now.
Game over, bitches.